Send it back to the station for a 2-minute break. We'll be back here on the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the 3rd region on iHeart.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM.
Thank you to Alex Bryant, Kentucky Farm Bureau agent.
Along with Jim Voiles, Jill Estes, and Ray Frazier. As we just finished the national anthem here, the Golden Voices walked back in.
We're glad to see the Golden Voice back amongst the living.
Well rested off his trip from Florida. Got in a little bit of golf.
Well, I don't know if he's well rested, and there's Dale Gray, man. About
the whole crew's here tonight, Jim.
Well, I tell you, we are an all-star group here, and got a new man here.
Got a new man here. My buddy Michael's up here, manager for the girls' basketball team.
All right.
Michael's a former student of mine, so good to see him stopping by.
Well, we are excited and ready to go for what should be a really nice basketball game tonight.
Absolutely. Of course, the second game tonight features the number 1, at least in our eyes, rated Owensboro Red Devils in the 3rd region versus the number 3 rated Apollo Eagles. Apollo, big win Tuesday night over at Ohio County. Owensboro with a nice win for them. Not a comfortable win, though. Close game all the way to the end, even though the score may not have indicated that, over the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. This one's going to be a close one too, Jim. It'll come down to the wire.
I think it's going to be all we wanted, and we should have just an exciting game. We should have a good. I think this is going to be a really nice game. I mean, I really do. I think it'd be very hotly contested. Now, I did notice it looked like one of the starters for Owensboro is not playing tonight. Can you confirm that, Logan?
I see that Wesley Washington is not dressed in uniform tonight.
Okay.
Got some conflicting reports on her status last night, but it appears she will not be dressing for this game. We'll see if we can find out a little bit more about that later. Apollo looks to be at full strength here. They got quite a few girls out here warming up. This is a team that relies heavily on number 1, Janiah Hall, one of the best players here in the region. But they've got some other players that can step up here. We've seen Tia Shelton step up in this game before. We've seen Jada Hall come through big. Braylon Rhodes looks to be working her way back into rotation. She had an injury earlier in the season. Taryn Ferguson has stepped up. Cassidy Clark. They got a lot of talented players on that Apollo Egals team.
Yeah, it should be exciting. It should be an exciting night. It should be an exciting game. Why don't we send it back to the station for about 1 more minute?
Okay, we'll take a 1 minute.
And we'll get a local in for our folks on the internet also. How about that?
All righty, you're listening to TMC Sports Network, the voice of the 3rd region on iHeart.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM. as we're just 45 seconds away from tip here in the first of our two games between the Apollo Eagles and Owensboro Red Devils. First up tonight are the girls. Owensboro and Apollo met once earlier this season. This will be the second matchup between the two teams. District seeding pretty much determined already here, as these two teams will be the number 3 Apollo and number 4 Lady Red Devils. But like I said, both teams trying to get ready for the district tournament coming up here in just a couple weeks, and then advance from there, hopefully, to the girls' third region tournament at the Owensboro Sports Center. We're getting ready for starting lineups here. We'll have the visiting Apollo Eagles. The Eagles wearing their alternate road jerseys, the road grays, blue letters with red trim. A little difficult to read from up here, but as a player, I think they look awesome. I would love to wear one, but kind of tough to see. Starting lineups for Apollo: number 2, Tia Shelton; number 3, Asia Moss; number 1, Janiah Hall; number 11, pretty good, how you? Number 11, Alexis Hodges. Didn't catch that 5th starter there. Getting ready for Owensboro here, Tasha Golden getting started. Number 15, Aja James.
Logan, I haven't been any help to you at all at this point. Sorry about that.
All
I've been visiting with the Golden Voice, and Harley Charlton showed up, all these old Owensboro people that we know.
Number 33, Carissa Alley, and number 23, Cache Greer, also getting the start.
Ray Frazier, our man underneath the basket. We hope he doesn't get run over. He just gave us a look. I don't know if he's going to or not, but let's see if we can check that camera, see if it's working. Looks like he's got her going in, zooming her in there. Ray, we're going to give you the opportunity to get the jump ball for us from a different angle. How about that? Tony Embry to throw it up. Brian Jones and Mitchell Butler are his partners in crime. And like Marvin Gaye used to say there, Logan, let's get it on.
And we're underway here as number 11, Alexis Hodges, comes down with it. 20, Taryn Ferguson, also in the lineup for Apollo. Missed that starter. As well as number 22, Ayanna Lindsay for Owensboro.
You're seeing Owensboro coming out in this zone. They're going to try to force Janiah Hall and her friends to make it happen. Last time we saw Apollo play, Shelton was pretty impressive.
Yes, she did. She had about 22, 24 points in that game. Just an 8th grader. So the future is bright for the Lady Eagles with her at the point.
Apollo seems to be quite happy to just sit back on it right now.
You know, this was a low-scoring game the first time we got around, a low-scoring first half. I believe it was 16-8 at halftime last game. Good steps called there as Apollo turns it over.
Got our whole crew back tonight with Walter, with Jill over here on the hard camera. We've got Ray underneath the basket with the cheerleaders. And we've got Dale here and Logan on the mic calling the play-by-play. Man.
Our roving reporter roving around the gym, maybe getting some stories for us here.
He's probably looking for cheeseburgers.
He probably is. He's probably out there at the concession stand.
Logan, will you help me keep an eye on that blue light and make sure it stays on?
Steal by Janiah Hall. She pushes it ahead. Goes down the left-hand side. Circus shot, no good. Cache Greer comes out with the rebound. Cache goes strong to the basket, and she'll be fouled. Foul by number 2, Tia Shelton with the block.
Oh, we got a charging.
Oh. I already had it marked down as a block. Let's go back.
Oh,
That foul was on Cache Greer. My mistake. That's what happens when you assume, Jim.
Yeah, well, if I had been a good director, he would have had our man Ray right on top of it. He's all right. Dale. Well, I better shut up.
And we're going to get a foul inside as Shania Hall missed the shot. Taryn Ferguson tried to get the rebound. A little push in the back.
You think anybody here is going to predict one of these fouls the proper way?
I don't know if we're going to get any of them right, Jim.
Oh, there's a steal. There's no question that Owensboro will miss Wesley Washington.
No. Tasha Golden goes inside. She's going to be called for the walk. It's going to be a tough one. Harley Trogdon said he's seen enough.
He's seen enough. Has to leave.
Still scoreless here. 5:30 to go here in the first half. Janiyah Hall, deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Cache Greer. She gets it ahead to Aja James. Gets it across the half-court line. Finds Golden on the wing.
I'd like to get Dale in here to help you with this game, and I could focus more on what I'm supposed to be doing. But I do like working with you.
We're all right.
I'd like to see somebody score at this point. Well,
both teams turning up the defensive pressure, forcing a turnover. Ball will go back to Apollo. Owensboro trying to find some other way to hit the stride without Wesley Washington in there directing things. Shelton has the ball in the corner. Being guarded closely by Tasha Golden. Owensboro still in the 2-3. They know Janiyah Hall can get to the rim and score. They're going to force her to make that outside shot. Well, she does have a nice jumper. They want to see her do that. Tia Shelton gets us on the board. First three-point shot of the game is up and in for Shelton.
Nice shot by Shelton. In balance, nice shot.
Aja James gets it across half court, and she'll be fouled. Fouls on number 3, Moss. Her first, team second. The crowd already starting to fill in here. This is going to be could be a standing room only by the time it's over.
Yeah, we're going to have a big crowd tonight.
Aja James called for the push-off there. Offensive foul will turn the ball back to Apollo. That's her first, team's second of the half.
I think the officials are going to do whatever they need to do to keep this from being a physical contest. And as I say that, a great block by Cache Greer.
Camille Tinsley, number 30, and number 20, Atriana Cozy checking in. They'll replace Allie and Lindsay for Owensboro. I do.
And a turnover there by Apollo. Just threw it out of bounds.
There was Owensboro's boys from the other night if you need it, updating numbers or anything.
OHS gets it across and they bounce it off their own foot, out of bounds, back over to the E-Gals. So far, just not a lot of offensive prowess being displayed in this game, Jill. Is it? Not very pretty. Jill shakes her head. No, not very pretty.
And we're under halfway through the first quarter here. 3:45 to go. Apollo's still out in front, 3-0. I think you're right, Jim. I think these officials just don't want this thing to get chippy.
You're not going to let it get chippy.
District rival game. Sometimes those things can get a little rough. Good job by the crew here tightening the game up.
It's a good crew of officials. Oh, nice play by Hall.
Nice step through there by Hall over the block attempt from Cache Greer.
Yeah, Cache was pretty fortunate to not have a foul called, really. And another turnover by Owensboro. They're severely missing Wesley Walker.
Yes.
There's no question about that. Are you all charged up now?
I took it off there to do something else.
Oh.
I
was going to put it away. Make sure it's turned on. We got a 3-point goal there from Owensboro.
From Apollo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nikki Yamada checked into the game and comes right off the bench and scores. You get a timeout. Owensboro, 32nd. We'll keep it right here as well. There's a chance to thank some of our underwriters. American Patriot Getaways, Alex Bryant with Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Wesleyan College, Old Hickory Barbecue, Bobby Wilson Furniture, Estes Electronics, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 633, Cameron Body Shop, Dan Howard Drugs, Tap Motors, Scoreboard Magazine, PBI Bank, and Total Market Concepts. Get out and support those businesses. Let them know that you appreciate their support of girls and boys high school basketball here in the 3rd region.
So far it's been all Apollo, Walter. All Apollo. I mean, Logan. You are Logan,
I was going to correct you, but I let it go.
Sorry about that.
He looks a little rejuvenated. He's not 40 years rejuvenated.
I don't know. He doesn't look. He doesn't. I don't know. He's been to Florida. There's a quick 2. That's Janiyah Hall again, I believe.
Ball poked away there by Hall. It'll stay down here with Owensboro.
10-0. The Red Devils need to get on the board in a pretty serious way. They just haven't mounted hardly any offense at all. They've barely gotten a shot off.
Atriana Cozy just inside the 3-point line. No good. Rebound to Hall. She'll push it across the half-court line. Skip pass over, deflected by Golden. And we're going to get a foul on Yamada. Excuse me. Yamada's first, team third. 2:17 to go here. Owensboro trails 10-0.
Yeah, without Walker, Washington, they do not have that backcourt presence. They have trouble moving the ball. There's 2.
Camille Tinsley with a little floater inside. Puts Owensboro on the board. First time tonight.
Frank, unless they get somebody to attack that defense, it's going to be a long, long night.
Number 2, Tia Shelton checking back into the game, as well as number 22, Kyla Bradley. Carissa Alley also checking back in for Owensboro. Tia Shelton with it up top. She drives left side. Gonna get the bump from Aja James. That's her second foul. Team third of the half.
Both teams committed 3 fouls this point in the game.
Nice cut there by Hall. Blocked by Cache Greer, though, on the shot attempt. Tia Shelton penetrates to the middle. Going to be called for steps. Slid the feet a little bit.
A lot of turnovers and violations so far in this ball game.
Yeah, a little sloppy. Ball batted around there. Finally controlled by Yamada. And Owensboro and Apollo exchanged steals there. Shelton, 3-point shot up. No good. Cozy comes away with the rebound. Owensboro looks to work it around the perimeter here. Tinsley has it out up top, being guarded by Jada Hall. Aja James has it on the wing now. Gets it to Cache Greer in the middle of the lane. She'll be fouled on the take. Fouls on number 22, Kyla Bradley, her first, team's fourth. Owensboro inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Finds Alley for the three-point shot, up and in. Carissa Alley.
Well, they needed that one.
Her first basket of the night makes it 10-5. Owensboro could use a defensive stop here, maybe another basket. Feel good going into that second quarter.
Looks like the E-Gals are going to just wait it out for one.
25 seconds to go here. Janiah Hall pounds the ball at the top of the lane. Gonna hold for one shot here, under 12. She gets a screen from Yamada. Back to Hall. Three-point shot up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Gonna run out of time. End of the first quarter. Apollo leads Owensboro 10-5. We'll be back on the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region on II. Frazier here as the Owensboro Lady Red Devils trail the visiting Apollo Eagles 10-5 as we start this second quarter.
That was a big three-point basket that the Lady Devils were able to get at the end of the quarter. You know, that made this thing, kept it in grasp, I think.
Absolutely. Atriana Cozy gets in, puts that ball up off the backboard and in. You know, Jim, on a personal level, I was happy to see that for Carissa. I've been, of course, with the program at the middle school level. She works hard, hasn't got a lot of playing time over the years, but tonight's her night to get us some opportunity, and she makes it there.
This is number 20?
33.
33, okay,
yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen this 20 kid play a lot, but she's playing very well tonight.
She's playing very well. Playing well, and Walter and I never played her as a seventh grader, Jim. Shows you what we know. She proved us wrong, got a lot better over that summer, and got a lot of playing time as an eighth grader, and just worked her way up into this rotation.
This Owensboro team's been steadily improving, no question about that.
Hall goes baseline, jump shot over the outstretched arm of Greer, finds the bottom of the net. Janiah Hall's 6th point of the night. Makes it 12-7.
Gonna get a foul here.
Gonna get a foul.
Referee Jones, he's not in the mood to let much go on here tonight, I don't believe.
Nope. Fouls on number 2, Tia Shelton, her first, team's 5th.
Looks to me like
she'll be replaced by Cassidy Clark in the lineup.
Paulo has been relentless so far in this full court pressure.
I don't know.
Playing
I didn't notice that
like
either.
a 1-2-2. And another turnover.
Steps called. Now, Jim, Walter just pointed this out. I hadn't even noticed it. Coach Johnson for Apollo's not here. Coach.
Yeah. Oh, I know the story on that.
Okay.
Coach Johnson was ejected at Logan County the other night. Here I am so busy about production, didn't know it. I was told that he had, and I cannot confirm this, but he is serving a suspension. Now, something's going on out there. It's kind of weird. I think the kid double dribbled. Nobody called.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what. You got me.
It's a funky game so far.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's a nice shot.
Shot up by Cozy, no good. Rebound goes to Golden. Back up top to Tinsley.
He was actually ejected. I think it was Tuesday night at Logan County. He has to serve I believe it's a 2-game suspension. And there's a 3.
3-point basket there for Owensboro.
And that means he has to serve a 2-game suspension. And the word is that he may or may not have appealed that. If he appeals and fails, that becomes a 4-game suspension.
Oh, wow.
Which takes you really deep in toward the district tournament.
What happens if a referee messes up?
Referees don't mess up, Walter. Referees don't mess up. Sorry about that, but yeah.
Foul number 23, Cache Greer, her second, team's fourth.
If one of them does mess up, Walter, you'll be the first I'll let know.
Cassidy Clark with it out up top. Passes up to Braylon Rhodes. Number 22, Kyla Bradley.
And we got another turnover.
Steps called there. Owensboro having trouble getting it across the timeline here. They're getting close to a 10-second call.
Yeah. They made it. Oh.
No good on the take there by Janiah Hall. Tasha Golden looks to race it up the court. A lot of contact there, no call. Golden stepped on the out-of-bounds line on the rebound. He'll turn it back over to Apollo. Get a timeout. Apollo, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as well. Don't forget to join us this Sunday on the show.
One that Sunday we will be doing our coaches spotlight. We'll have a couple of new coaches. I think we're going to spotlight Hancock County boys coach this coming Sunday on the show. And you know, the Fave 5, hey, it gets over bigger and bigger. All, followers picking it up and all these folks. It's been great.
Of course, if you're a new fan of TMC Sports and you check out that spotlight, that's not what we do to every coach. We get a little more serious on Sundays for our coaches spotlight, but we like to have a little fun too.
Well, Coach Payne, you know, if anybody deserves it, it's Coach Payne.
Absolutely. Shot up by Golden, no good. Janiah Hall comes away with it. She races to the other end, cuts through the middle of the lane, up and off the glass. It's her 8th point of the night. 14-10 ball game. Apollo leads, 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Owensboro gets it ahead, no good. Tasha Golden gets her own rebound. She'll draw the foul on that second attempt, and she'll go to the line for 2.
These Apollo uniforms are kind of hard to read also.
Yeah.
You know.
Foul was on number 11, Alexis Hodges, her first, team's 6th. From this point on, Owensboro will be in the bonus. First free throw up and in for Golden.
Tonight will be our 39th and 40th game of the year.
Wow.
Logan. What about that?
We've done a lot of them. A lot of boys and girls
I
games.
wish she wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Get Walter over on top of that.
Second free throw up, no good. Rebound to Janiah Hall. She'll pull up from three-point land off front of the rim. Golden comes down with it. Golden using that track speed.
Look out. Count it.
I think you'll get a charge instead, Jim.
No. Wow.
I don't know. I'm just marking stuff down the paper.
We're about 0 for 3.
And that foul was on number 10, Tasha Golden, her first, team's 5th. Coach Groves, a little perplexed look on his face there. He goes baseline. Hodges goes baseline. Oh, that's Cassidy Clark. Get it right here in a minute. Aja James now has it. She gets it across half court. Trying to work it inside to Cowherd.
Going to get an official timeout here for something. I'm not sure what.
Untied shoelace there, it appears, or ankle brace. .249 to go. Follow up 16-11. Rhodes. Hall, and can't see that number from up here. Hodges. I'm sure the players love these jerseys, but they're tough to read from our vantage point.
Yeah, I guess it's the end thing, eh?
It is. Camille Tinsley has it out up top.
Red Devils need a basket.
Spin move there by Cowherd. She'll be fouled on the take. Spun in the middle of the lane, went up for a shot. Got the hand across the arm there. Foul at number 3, Asia Moss, her second, team's 7th. Cowherd will be at the line for 2, though, on the shot attempt. First free throw up and in for Jocelyn Cowherd, her first points of the night. Yamada coming back in, replacing Hodges. Second free throw on the way. Got it.
I'm not a very good director, I'll tell you.
Well, we got a lot of our fans showing up here tonight, Jim. It's every time we turn around,
somebody's goosing me, rubbing me on the shoulder.
Well, that's what happens when you become popular, Jim. We're growing and becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, you know what I attribute to our good looks.
It is.
I mean, really, that just kind of draws them in like a magnet.
The addition of Ray Frazier, I think, has been key.
Well, Ray Frazier is a good-looking guy.
Captain Charisma down there.
You know, I had somebody just a while ago, Harley Troughton, wanted to know who that guy, Ray Frazier down there, he's signed off to do that job. I said, signed off. One of the best there is.
Absolutely right. Cozy goes hard to the rim, misses it, rebound by Aja James. She'll be fouled on the putback attempt. Keisha Mattingly checked in for Apollo and immediately picks up a foul. Aja James at the line for 2.
Finally, I get Ray in here on the money shot.
Shot up, no good.
I thought there was 2 shots.
Thought it was
also
2, but it was apparently a non-shooting foul.
Well, where are we? I mean, just where are we?
We've missed a lot of them, Jim.
We better straighten up for this big boys game coming up.
Atriana Cozy comes away with the steal. She pushes it
ahead.
Nice move. Nice step through there up and in. Cuts this to a 1-point game, 1:15 to go.
Apollo just not executing very well on the offense and settling for shots that aren't real good shots. I mean,
deep 3-point shot by Cassidy Clark. Janiyah Hall comes away with the rebound.
Nowhere to go.
She catches it on the baseline there. She dribbles across the baseline. Pass back out to Clark.
Got a technical foul here on Coach Andy Groves. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Referee Brian Jones lit his fire. Thank you very much. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Coach Groves was working him hard. I guess Mr. Jones is hurt enough.
You know, years ago, I used to officiate a little bit for Andy Groves. And I always liked working for Andy. But you never did really know when he was going to get mad at you. He and I just didn't see things the same way all the time.
Well, and just maybe question the timing of this as well. You cut it to a 1-point lead right before halftime. Maybe.
If you're going to get it now, I say. First half, Logan. Come on.
Get it in the first
now,
half.
You, though, are an expert on getting technical fouls.
I'd already been thrown out of here, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, you're
My
right.
timing is he should have done it earlier.
You know what? I'm going to yield. I'm yielding to you on that because you're correct. I was expert on giving them, but you're the expert on getting them.
I've gotten a few of them in my day. Only one of those free throws made there by Cassidy Clark.
But they do retain possession, and Coach Groves now goes to the seatbelt rule. When I'd be ticked off and I'd tech them, you should never tech them when you're ticked off. Shouldn't let it get that far. But if I were, I'd say to my partner, you better keep him in that chair. Don't make me take care of him because I will.
3-point shot by Cozy. No good. Rebound to Ferguson. 17-15. 15 seconds to go. Apollo with the lead. Janiyah Hall has the ball in her hands. It's what you want if you're an Apollo fan.
They're going to hold for one again.
8 seconds. Kicks it out to Shelton. Shelton drives middle of the lane. No good, but a foul.
The Breckenridge County Flash. Mitchell Butler makes the call.
Foul on Octriana Cozy. Her first, team's 7th.
I got to get that Pirates away from you and that big old
Are you calling
Sasquatch
me Sasquatch 2?
No, you're Sasquatch 3. Dale's Sasquatch 2.
That's right. Tia Shelton at the line for 2. First one up and in. Makes it 18-15. 3.6 seconds left. Second try on the way. Nothing but net. Camille Tinsley going to try to get off a half-court heave here. Shot is up. Oh! Off the front of the rim. And that brings our halftime score to 19-15. We'll be back after this 2-minute break here on the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region on iHigh.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM. so they should have Dr. Pepper. Welcome back to Owensboro High School. Logan Walker along with Jill Estes, Jim Voiles, and Ray Frazier. As we're at halftime, 19-15 is your score. Yeah, get some fans waving at us. Here's we're at halftime. First, some individual scoring. First for Owensboro, Tasha Golden with 1 point. Jocelyn Cowherd with 2. Atriana Cozy with 4. Camille Tinsley with 3. Cache Greer with 2. And Carissa Alley with 3. For Apollo, number 33, Nikki Yamato with 3. Cassidy Clark with 3. Tia Shelton with 5. And Janiah Hall with 8. So it's a 19-15 score here at halftime, as Owensboro trails Apollo 19-15. We got a big game coming up here in the next game. Owensboro and Apollo's boys will be meeting. That game went down to the wire in the first one, 62-61. Owensboro scored just under 3 seconds to play in the game. Ball underneath the rim. Apollo had a chance to win it, but a block of Eli Wright's shot attempt by Eric Holman sealed the win. We'll see if we have another classic in the next game.
I can't wait to see that one. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild.
Absolutely. We got a big game going on down in Muhlenberg County. Trying to find out the scores. Muhlenberg and McLean are meeting up. Winner of that boys and girls game down there will advance to the regional tournament as a 3-team district. Winner of that second game is the number 1 seed. So we'll see if we can find something out.
Hey, Logan, why don't we take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then you come back and interview our roving reporter, Dale Gray.
Yeah.
So this is the TMC Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 minute here on Panther Radio and TMC Sports.
Tonight's game is underwritten and supported in part by Dan Howard Drugs at 4th and Frederica in downtown Owensboro.
Dale, you've seen quite a few games this year, so tell us your thoughts here on this game coming up. This boys game.
That's one of our special games of the year. Of course, anytime the two of the 9th District teams get together, it's pretty much a war. But these two teams, going into the first of the year, I think some people, self included, kind of thought they would be the 1-2 teams. Now, as it turned out, Davis County's had a pretty solid hold on number 2 after they beat Apollo. Apollo's gone through some adjustments, picked up a new player, albeit very talented player. So they've been doing some adjusting. Their record, I don't think, is what a lot of people thought it would be at the beginning. But what they're pointing toward is the tournament. That's their big emphasis. So I think they'll be ready when that time comes.
Well, you got to see them Tuesday night over at Ohio County. We were here doing the Owensboro Breckenridge County game. So just tell us what you saw in that game Tuesday night, if anything from that game may translate to this one. Is it starting to gel? Is everything starting to come together, you think, for them? Or?
Well, I'm not exactly sure I could say that overall. However, part of the reason I wanted to see what the dynamic would be when Trace Young made his return to Ohio County High School. And, I got to give those Ohio County fans a lot of credit, because when Trace Young was introduced, they very politely applauded. There was never any kind of boo. No, there was no negative, nothing at all in any way was negative about that whole experience. And he played well. I don't remember, he got 16, 17 points. there was a little part there in the second quarter where the game was still fairly close. He had 2 straight threes.
Yeah.
And by halftime, Apollo had gained a comfortable lead.
Yeah.
And really they were able, the second half, just sort of went through the motions really.
Yeah.
But the Ohio County team really, in a way, looked a little better than some of the scores I'd seen. They played pretty well. This Callaway kid, he's pretty, he's very
tough.
quick. He's got some talent. Carter and Tishner both. The Decker kid came in, played quite a bit. It was an entertaining game, enjoyed it, and it was a very nice crowd. So it was a fun game. In terms of using that as an indicator, I would only say that Apollo played well together. Just seemed like they had a very good game. They shot the ball well, played well, so it was a good outing for them.
My question for you is, I got to see Breckenridge County's boys for the first time here the other night. That 11th district, we'll talk a little bit about the girls' draw or district matchups on the show Tuesday, but on the boys' side of things, who's going to come out of that district? Because to me, I think that's the most balanced district, top to bottom, in the region. I know the Knights got a lot of talent, but I think that 11th district, man, is just
I definitely agree with that. I think they are the most balanced team. Early in the year, I really thought it was going to be a battle between Meade and Grayson, and I can't explain what's happened to Grayson. I have no earthly idea. I mean, they were playing so well, and then the last 2 or 3 games, they have really, really gotten kind of off keel. So I don't know if that's just a temporary thing, and, they'll come back strong, which is what I expect.
Yeah.
But I would have to say, right now, Breck County,
they're playing well.
Really, they're playing very, very well. So
right.
I'd have to give them a slight edge.
All righty. We'll hear more of that Sunday. We'll take a real quick 1-minute break here on the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region. Less than 10 seconds here to go as we're getting ready to start the second half here. Welcome back to Owensboro High School. Logan Walker along with Jill Estes, Jim Voiles, and Ray Frazier. So get ready to start the second half of this girls game. 19-15, Apollo leads. A couple scoreboard magazine updates here for you. At halftime, Emily Marshall hits a half-court shot to put the Lady Aces up 24-22 over Davis County, as well as at Muhlenberg County. Muhlenberg leads McLean 39-31 in girls action, and Edmonson County leads Trinity 36-10 at halftime.
That's a big old ball game at McLean County Muhlenberg girls game. There's a steal by Apollo, and Hall in backcourt missed the layup. She's not had one of her better nights offensively, Logan.
No, she kind of got off to a cold start in that first quarter, warmed up a little bit in the second. Seems to have cooled off a little bit here at halftime, but she's definitely got the potential to put up a lot of points. Cache Greer come down with that rebound, but she was fouled by Ferguson of Apollo. That is Ferguson's second, team first of the half.
It's good to hear from Dale at halftime. Always good to have his perspective on what's going on in the world of high school basketball in the third region. He's quite knowledgeable with all those games he sees.
Foul on number 11, Alexis Hodges. Team's second of the half. It's her second as well. Atriana Cozy works it in to Camille Tinsley. Shot up no good, but Tasha Golden races, pulls down the rebound, but stepped on the out-of-bounds line, turns the ball back over to Apollo.
It's not too late, folks. Better get out here. This place is starting to fill up.
Yeah, we're going to be probably standing room only by the time this thing gets underway in the boys' game. These girls will play to a capacity house in the fourth quarter. Tia Shelton steps across the three-point line, lets it go. Shot up and in for Shelton.
Apollo again with that full court pressure. It's been effective.
Aja James fouled on the take there. She had 2-on-1 fast break. Foul on the take. Foul number 20, Taryn Ferguson, her third, team's third.
Ray, when you're moving in on that close shot, make sure you can get the basket in there. And I'll use you sometimes on that way. There you go.
First free throw up, no good. Into the game for Apollo, number 44, Keisha Mattingly. She'll replace number 11. Nope, number 11, number 20, Ferguson.
Sometime a director's got to direct. You know what I mean, Logan?
I hear you. Second free throw on the way, no good. Rebound to Janiah Hall. She'll get it across half court. Works the ball around to Shelton. She steps inside the three-point line. Another 15-footer up and in for Shelton. That's her 9th point.
The Eagles start this half as they started the first half. Hot.
Mill Tinsley has it out at the top of the key. Being guarded by Moss. Ball passed inside to Cozy. Couldn't corral it. She pokes it out of bounds, turns the ball back over to Apollo. Janiah Hall has it top of the lane. Works the ball back around to Shelton. Now Hall has it in the corner. She'll pull it back out. Hodges drives the basket, poked away by Tinsley. Greer comes away with it. She'll get it back to Tinsley, who gets it across half court. Penetrates to the middle of the lane. Kicks it back out. Nice give and go there between Golden and Greer.
Very nice.
Greer makes the left-hand layup. It's her 4th point of the night. Assist to Golden.
Owensboro back in that 2-3. Still, it's been effective in regards to making Apollo shoot outside and they haven't shot well. But that's going to be a travel.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that they've looks like they may have somebody down here, Logan.
Yeah, I think Aja James may have hit the floor a little hard there. You know, don't think they wanted to call that right there. The teammate bumped her, but unfortunately she did fall to the floor with the ball, so that is a travel.
Hopefully she's all right. She did hit hard. I mean, we heard the hit there.
Kids are grabbing that wire pulling on it. They were. They're not right now. But
Coach Andy Groves and the trainer down there. Why don't we take I was going to say we could take a short break here, but.
Like Aja's going to walk off the court under her own power. Trainer for Owensboro out here to assist her. Walking
Good
with
job.
her there. Good to see her back up and on her feet.
Yeah. It's going to give it back over to the E-Gals. A lot of big games going on around the region tonight.
Absolutely.
The Owensboro Catholic Lady Aces, Davis County.
I believe
Man,
just
that's a
about
big game.
I believe just about every district's playing inter-district games tonight, with the exception maybe 1 or 2.
Well, I don't know what's going on the 12th, but other than that,
I know all the 12th are districts. All four teams playing each other.
We know Meade and Cloverport's a big game in the 11th.
Breck and Ohio are playing each other tonight. It's the only non-district matchup, I believe. Tia Shelton, three-point shot, top of the key. Hodges races to save it, but she taps it to Cache Greer, who comes out of there with it.
While we're speaking of, and I'll mention again later in the boys' game, when we're speaking of Ohio County, and there's just an errant pass, just a careless pass. Unforced error there by Owensboro. But Coach Matt Brigant's wife, Megan, want to keep her in our thoughts and prayers. She has had some pretty serious happenings in her life there, and we hope she's doing well and improving. And Matt's a fine young man. I don't really know Megan very well, but I do know Matt.
Yep.
And just keep Megan in your thoughts and prayers. Megan Brigance, Matt Brigance, the head boys coach of Ohio County's wife, in your thoughts and prayers.
Hodges just inside the three-point line. Long rebound comes out to her. Puts a second shot up in the lane, but she'll be fouled. The foul's going to be on Golden. It's her second foul, team's third of the half. 2 shots coming for Alexis Hodges. Grayson County girls lead Butler County 36-21 at halftime. There's another district matchup for you.
You don't have to keep the goal in there, Ray, on this end, only on the other end, if you can try that. Good job, Ray.
In the third quarter, Muhlenberg County leads McLean County 58-46 in girls action.
A lot of stuff going on here. Owensboro now trying to attack this Apollo man, and I think they're doing some switching out. This is kind of a matchup, but they're helping each other. Nice move.
Score by Golden, her first field goal of the night. Three-point shot up by Apollo, no good. Battle for the rebound. Last touch by Hodges, so it'll go back to Owensboro. 24-19, 3:17 to go here in the third quarter.
Owensboro just keeps hanging on, Logan. I mean, keeps hanging on.
Let a team hang with you. They could pull the upset here. Foul number 44, Keisha Mattingly for Apollo. That's her second, team fourth. Fan club coming by saying hi to me.
I'm telling you what, you guys, you and Walter are popular. And Frazier down there, my man Ray, I'm telling you, it's hard to. He draws crowds, Ray Frazier does.
He's got a bunch of people in the same uniform down there by him.
I'm telling you, they're all around him.
Ray in amongst the Apollo cheerleaders down there.
Jill and I up here, we're just doing our job, aren't we, Jill? We're not trying to start any trouble. I just don't remember this number 20 playing much.
I believe there may have been a
called an offensive foul for a push-off.
Foul was on Janiah Hall, her first, team fifth. Aja James, good to see. She's checking back in.
Right.
Recovered from whatever injury she suffered here on the fall.
Looks like we're going to get a full timeout.
We get a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region on II.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM. 2:52 to go here in the third. Apollo leads 24-19 over Owensboro. And our first game of the night between the girls, boys game to follow. Foul here from Apollo. That was on number 2, Tia Shelton. Her second, team sixth, excuse me.
That second game should be a humdinger.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Cache Greer has it underneath, no good. Rebound to Janiyah Hall. She gets it across the half-court line, takes it strong to the basket, lays it up and in. Cache Greer has it going down the left side. Pass over to Cozy. Nice pass, nice finish by Cozy. 26-21, Apollo leads. These scoreboard magazine updates here for you in the third. Muhlenberg County leads McLean 58-46. And over at Davis County trails Catholic 30-25 with 3:40 to go in the third in the girls game. Shot up by Hall, no good. Cache Greer comes down with it.
Big rebound by Cache. If Owensboro's going to make a move, with 1:50 to go in the third, they might think about it now.
A chance to swing Big Mo their way. Tasha Golden, three-point shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Shelton. She'll get it across the half-court line. Finds Hodges in the corner. They throw it inside to Mattingly. She's double-teamed. She throws it away. Tinsley comes out of there with it. Tinsley finds Cozy in the corner. Works it back around to Tinsley. Owensboro with 4 out, trying to work it into the post. Getting Cache Greer set up down low. Camille Tinsley with the left side jumper. No good. Mattingly comes out of there with the rebound. Janiyah Hall now has it at the top of the key. She'll get it over to Shelton. Apollo may look to hold for one here. Under a minute to go. Shelton pass to Hodges over here on the right side. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Apollo. Tia Shelton,
great
strong
block.
take, but a block by Cache Greer. Ball thrown ahead by Tinsley, picked off by Hall. She races to the other end. Hoop and the harm. Oh, they're saying no basket.
No, I guess we're going to, yeah. Nope, there said no basket.
I thought it was at a little high for the continuation. Fouls at number 15. Aja James, that's her third. Team's second of the half.
See if Owensboro can take advantage of this break, and they do.
Aja James steals it. 12 seconds to go. They're going to be quick.
Travel.
Called for the steps. Ball will go back to Apollo. 11 seconds to go. Here in this close ball game, Apollo leads 26-21. 11 seconds to go. Janiyah Hall inbounds. Throw to Shelton. Ball goes across half court. Going to be a back, over and back. Owensboro will get it at half court. 9 seconds to go here.
Did she ever have control of that?
I don't think so. Well, she did tip it up here in the front.
There's no control on a throw-in until you gain control.
I thought that was the case myself, but
all right.
Didn't want to say anything.
Here we go.
Aja James has the baseline, tries to get it in to Cozy.
Got a foul at the end of the quarter, I think.
Yep, going to get a foul there as the ball was stolen by Janiyah Hall. Cozy called for the bump.
No free
throws. That brings the end of the third quarter. You're listening to the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region on iHigh.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM.
Cap Motors, proud to support local high school athletics.
ready to start the fourth quarter. Apollo leading Owensboro 26-21 here in the first of our two games between the two schools. Girls getting started tonight, boys to follow. As these lower levels, Jim, are about full. It's going to be standing room only by the time this game starts, I believe.
Oh, I agree. I think you're going to see this place pretty packed by the time the night's over with. We're going to have a big crowd on hand here.
Close game going on over in the girls' game between Davis County and Catholic. Davis County down by 2, 31-29 with 1:10 left to go in the third.
That's a big old ball game. That could institute a coin flip.
Could, absolutely. Shot up by Shelton, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds to Owensboro. Owensboro gets it almost across the half-court line. Finally does, but steps called on Owensboro. Turns the ball back over to Apollo. We get a substitution here, I believe. Not sure what for.
Coach Groves wants to go down and check on a player or
check. I think somebody may have been cut. I think we're checking or contacts maybe. Contact, yep. I can never wear contacts, Jim. It bothered me having to touch so close to my eye. I was the weird kid.
I don't guess you'd like it very much, and if I dotted something over top of that eye, would.
No, don't give me the Ric Flair thumb to the eye either. I'd be done.
Tell you right now, I put something on that head, Ajax won't take off, baby. How about that?
3-point shot up there by Hodges.
And what do you call that, Logan?
Clark, excuse me. That's a PBI bank shot by Cassidy Clark. We've seen her knock down a couple of those this year.
Oh, a lot of contact there, and then we get her out of bounds. My. I don't think Coach Groves very much it's a popular bunch here.
Yep. Every couple people stopping by.
You know what we're going to have to do is we're going to have an isolation booth. We've become so popular.
We are.
Isolation booth. Or hire bodyguards.
We may need some bodyguards. I believe that. I think that's a good call.
Well, the first thing I wanted to do was hire Ray Frazier as a bodyguard, okay? But then I found out he's more popular than we are.
It's kind of like when Shawn Michaels hired Kevin Nash to be his bodyguard. And then all of a sudden, Kevin Nash is the champ.
That's right. That's right.
That's kind of what's cool down there.
That's kind of what's happened to us. We're in the back seat.
Yeah. Getting demoted.
Back of the bus.
Cache Greer going to be fouled by Kyla Bradley. That is Bradley's second. Sends Cache to the line for one of the bonus on the 7th team foul from Apollo. First free throw shot up.
Nice one.
Nothing but net for Cache. It's her 5th point of the night. Second free throw on the way. High bounce off the back of the rim. Controlled there by Jada Hall. Finds Cassidy Clark out here again for a 3-point shot. No good. Hall comes down with the rebound, but she's going to get over the back.
Yeah.
Jada Hall picks up a foul. Her first, team's 8th.
They're not afraid to bomb it. Bombs away, baby. And we are in the bonus now for Owensboro.
6:20 to go for the remainder of the game. Owensboro will be shooting the bonus.
I'm just not cut out for this clock stuff. I swear.
There's too much going on, Jim.
I got too much going on.
800 buttons on that screen right now.
I don't know how you keep it crazy. It's crazy right now. I haven't even.
You're doing it all there. Tom Warner had to get a guy and put him out in the truck. That's how much.
And have to have a generator with gas in it.
You're doing the same thing over there on your one little computer with a mouse.
Well, thank you, Logan. That makes me feel good anyway. At least I feel good.
About 3 people right now.
That's right. Thank you, Logan. Thank you.
We're going to get a push off there on Jada Hall, guarding Tinsley down the court.
I was watching Hancock County last night, high up at Louisville Brown, and they ended up having to kill the audio because they were in amongst the fans from, I guess, Brown. I don't know exactly what was what, but
yeah, that may come into play for us. These crowds going to gather around us, I'd say, as they seats.
This Owensboro crowd wants something. They want a victory, that's for sure.
Second free throw up and in for Tinsley.
We're going to get a TO here, a full.
Full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to TMC Sports Network. Voice of the Third Region on iHigh.com. Boyles, Jill Estes, and Ray Frazier. 5:56 to go here in the game. Apollo leads Owensboro 29-24. Couple scoreboard magazine updates here for you. First from the 10th with 3:45 to go in the fourth. Muhlenberg County leads McLean 64-55. And after 3 quarters, the Owensboro Catholic Lady Aces lead the Lady Panthers of Davis County 33-32.
Oh.
Janiyah Hall down the middle of the lane, no good. Rebound stays with Apollo.
That's only a treble.
Janiyah and Jada fighting over the ball there. Going to be called for steps. And then a technical foul to the bench. Technical foul on Apollo's bench there.
That's not any time to get a technical foul.
That was number 1, Janiyah Hall, called for a technical foul.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought he made a 1, but then he pointed to the bench, so I thought maybe he was calling it on the bench. Camille Tinsley at the line.
Have him.
First free throw up and in for Tinsley.
I'll get on racing. Just have him bring it over here and set it over here beside.
Second free throw rattles out for Tinsley. 4-point ball game. Apollo leads 29-25.
Yeah, just have him bring it over here. Put that right there.
Tasha Golden with the ball in the backcourt, being guarded closely by Shelton. Cache Greer has it, goes baseline. Shot up, no good. Jada Hall comes down with a rebound. Janiyah Hall splits the lane, splits the defenders, but she'll be fouled as she goes through them. Foul number 10, Tasha Golden. Her third. Team's fourth of the half. Janiyah Hall will go to the line shooting at 2. Nope, call. That's what I thought. Ball was out a little bit higher. No continuation. So the ball will go underneath the basket, inbounded to Shelton.
It's only a 4-point basketball game, and, Apollo needs to That's what they need to do.
Tia Shelton gets in the double figures. Hey, girl. I'm getting hugs now, Jim.
I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know where to go from here.
That's my, guess I could say, possibly future niece. Maybe. We'll see.
Owensboro now in the double bonus rest of the way.
Foul number 3, Asia Moss. It's her third.
The E-Gals not yet in the bonus.
Excuse me, that's on Janiyah Hall.
I'm sure Coach Johnson's probably watching this game somewhere, Coach.
Could be. Could be watching.
The effort's been there. It's just been a tough night from the field.
Free throw's good by Golden. There's 4 points on the night. Tia Shell, excuse me, number 22, Bradley. Tough shot, no good.
That's all right. We'll just get a napkin later.
Camille Tinsley shot up, no good. Rebound, Tia Shelton. She pushes it across the half-court line. Pulls it back out.
We got nacho cheese all over equipment over here. And
it's crazy.
Got it up here on my briefcase.
Cache Greer fighting for the rebound. She's going to be fouled.
Going to have to hire security here.
You got,
just to protect equipment and precious cargo like you, Logan.
2 radio stations, Time Warner Cable.
You got nacho cheese everywhere.
High here. Don't seem to be hurting the attendance. Mr. John DeLacy coming by, one of my bosses. Good to see him.
Walter, don't hurt yourself. Here, Jill.
First free throw up by Greer is good.
That's Ray's pullover, I think.
Second free throw on the way here. No good, but Aja James comes away with the rebound. Get some side commentary here about the cleanup of the cheese. That's free.
Yeah, we got cheese everywhere. There's some right there on the corner.
Rebound by Cozy. It's the Owensboro squad a chance to tie the ball game here with a 3 or cut it to 1 with a 2. Walter didn't know he was going to come back from Florida and clean up cheese, did he?
We've had Walter's been gone for a week. Who's been cleaning our cheese up, Walter?
Ball poked away there by
nacho cheese. That's nacho cheese,
Owensboro.
Walter.
Stays with Apollo.
Good. Not you all right?
Yep.
Got it cleaned up, I think.
Well,
as good as we're going to get.
Well, maybe we can. If you got some of water on it, maybe we can wash it out.
I'll text.
Bank's open. PBI bank shot. That's a big one, Logan. Big one.
Didn't see who that was by, but a big shot for Apollo. Gets the lead back out to 6. Jada Hall with a steal, and she'll be fouled on the take. Thank you, Jill. That was number 21, Cassidy Clark, with a 3-point shot. Hey, Jeff. Foul on number 10, Tasha Golden, her 4th. First free throw up and in there by Hall. Apollo takes a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region, on iHigh.com and Panther Radio 90.3 FM.
This TMC Sports event is supported in part by Cameron's Body Shop at 1720 Sweet.
Magazine update. Final from Muhlenberg County as Muhlenberg County defeats McLean 76-64 in the girls' game. So Lady Mustangs are the first team to punch their ticket to the regional tournament.
That sets up McLean versus Ohio, first round of the district tournament, and the winner will go.
The winner of that game will go as well. So things starting to take shape here. Ball batted for the rebound down there, controlled by Apollo.
Not too late to get a seat, but if you wait much longer, it will be, won't it?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of seats left over here on this Owensboro side. Just a few left on the Apollo side, too.
I'd say we're at about 80, 90, 92%.
I couldn't agree more, Jim.
And we're still probably 30 minutes from tip for the boys' game. Ray Frazier's right down there in the middle of it.
Janiah Hall drives down the middle of the lane. No good. Rebound by Cozy. She's going to be fouled as she fights for that rebound. Foul number 44, Keisha Mattingly.
2 shots the other way.
2-shot foul here in the bonus. Excuse me, that was on number 4, Jada Hall, her third.
We got nacho cheese all over the place down here. Got it all cleaned up mostly, though, but there's still bunches of globs.
I do happen to know the facilities manager around here. I'll see if I can get him up here.
It's all right now. It's okay. It's manageable. I heard you and he were tight.
We know each other a little bit. Owensboro unable to convert on the free throws. Janiah Hall gets the rebound, brings it across half court. Cassidy Clark on the baseline, little jump shot up and in.
That may do it for the E-Gals there.
I believe you're right, Jim. 9-point lead here, just 1:45 to go.
I'm going to call it a winner, but I could be wrong. There's a steal.
All precincts reporting.
I call it a winner, buddy.
And a floater from Tia Shelton up and in. I'm with you now, Jim.
Valiant effort by the Lady Red Devils. Without Wesley Washington, hey, really tight, really played close, and a few shots here and there.
Owensboro Catholic up 39-36, 1:10 left in the game. Owensboro's going to get a timeout, 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here, give us a chance to thank our underwriters. American Patriot Getaways, Alex Bryant with Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Wesleyan College, Old Hickory Barbecue, Bobby Wilson Furniture, Estes Electronics, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 633, Cameron Body Shop, Dan Howard Drugs, Tap Motors, Scoreboard Magazine, PBI Bank, and Total Market Concepts.
Just a note to our stations down the line, we'll probably take about 15 minutes at the end of this game.
Yep.
And then we will be back, but we'll remind them before we break.
Absolutely. Here we got another
we'll
big ball.
Disconnect and call back.
Got another big ball game coming up here in a few minutes as we'll have Owensboro and Apollo's boys. And we'll settle the score after that first game It was a nail biter all the way to the end. We'll see if we got another one coming up.
I'm going to call it a slobber knocker already.
Could be, Jim. Nia Hall gets it across half court, and she'll be fouled at the top of the key. A little bump.
Come on, Mitchell.
Mitchell may think they're getting paid by the whistle tonight.
Mitchell's a fine young man, but
he's a good guy. Called a few of my games in my day. I always think he does a good job. I always like having him.
Mitchell played at Breckenridge County his senior year, transferred to Cloverport. And Cloverport was victorious with Mitchell as maybe a sixth man on that team in the district tournament, defeating a heavily favored Breckenridge County Tiger team. 1973, I would say.
Oh, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. An errant pass by Tinsley off that rebound, trying to get it out ahead to Cozy.
They're going to keep control of it, though.
Jill's
almost got to have her boxing gloves just to protect the camera here as people come by. We've got her snugged in up against the rail and
may have to throw
close
down.
As we can. She had got the nacho cheese caught her elbow earlier.
Nice take there by Cozy. No good. Jada Hall comes down with the rebound. 50 seconds to go. Apollo leads 40-30. I think Apollo going to be content to just kind of dribble this clock out here. Like I said, valiant effort by these Lady Red Devils without their leader, Wesley Washington, tonight.
40-30 is your score, but it's actually closer than this. It's about a 6 point game. Yeah.
$12 seconds to go here. Apollo going to dribble it out.
Oh, me.
Where you might just want to pull that back out there. That could have ended badly.
Yeah.
Could be fouled and hurt on that. So sometimes in that district game, you want to get a few more points if you can.
If you want to just keep it here for the final tallies.
We'll go ahead and do final stats here.
That's going to be our final. Then we'll send it back to the station.
Owensboro falls to Apollo 40-30 in the girls' game. Individual scoring, number 33, Carissa Alley with 3. Number 23, Cache Greer with 6. Camille Tinsley with 5. Atriana Cozy with 6. Jocelyn Cowherd with 2. And Tasha Golden with 4. For Apollo, Nikki Yamato with 3. Cassidy Clark with 11. Jada Hall with 1. Tia Shelton with 13. And Janiah Hall with 11. Final score 40-30 as Apollo wins. Jim, final thoughts?
I thought Apollo did a nice job. Didn't shoot the ball well, but were persistent. Owensboro's been surging, doing better without Wesley Washington. I didn't give much of a chance. I want to say one more thing. We're going to be back here in about 7:35, but you better come on out and get a chair if you want one, because there aren't going to be any left.
We'll be back here in about 10 or 12 minutes. You're listening to the TMC Sports Network, the voice of the third region, on iHigh.com and Panther Radio.